Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back to the underground, honey. We are going to get into, ooh, Lord have mercy. See, I already knew because I got a channel message for y'all. See, welcome and welcome back to the underground because we're not going to let nobody step in the way of our flow. Okay, we flowing, we growing, and we glowing. Okay, say it with me now. We are flowing, we're growing, and we are glowing. And it doesn't matter who feels the way about it, but that's what we're doing, okay? Thank you all for being here. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel, period. I do have a channel message for y'all, and the cards almost exploded on me. So I just want you, it's kind of like a channel message and a warning at the same time. Be mindful of, just breathe, first of all. Be mindful of your anger, number one. Be mindful of different ways that people may be trying to trigger you to react. And just be mindful of other people's anger, okay? Because there is somebody who is angry. And I mean, they are angry about your success, about maybe you rejecting them, about different feelings that they may have about you, and the fact that you're not doing what they want you to do, okay? The channel message is game on. Game on, baby. It's game on. Okay, they're angry. Okay, they're angry that you challenged them. So something that you did challenge somebody, and you were tipped off ahead of time. Okay, so I'm reading from far away and I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, somebody is definitely angry and it's game on. So somebody feels like you have challenged them in some way by setting a boundary or creating some type of distance between you and them, or just putting your foot down in the situation, and that you won't change their mind and you won't do what they want you to do. So they are upset and they feel like it's a challenge from you, you know, that it's like they're taking this the wrong way. Somebody feels like this is a challenge that you are trying to present them with to see who's the biggest and baddest in town. But that's not what it is. They're challenged by your success. They're challenged by your glow, by how you grow and the things that you know. Okay, period. Since we saying poetry up in here, you may be very lyrical just with the things that you say. It's like whenever you speak to people, you speak from a very uplifted or enlightened place. And you don't really allow people to change your perspective unless it's something valuable. You don't really change your mind about situations unless somebody really challenges you in a positive way to think of a different perspective. But it's like this person is very low vibrational, and I feel like somebody literally may want to fight you, and you're just not going to do that because who's going to break a nail, bitch? That's what I'm trying to figure out. All right. But yeah, game on. Game on. And I feel like in a way you're accepting this kind of fight, but I don't want you to look at it in the wrong way. I want you guys to understand what I mean. When I say you're accepting this as like, okay, you're going to fight with me. That's what it is. You're accepting what this person is choosing to do, but you're not going to let yourself be lowered to whoever this person's level is. You're like, okay, you want to keep on trying me? I'm going to keep on healing, and I'm going to keep on growing, and I'm going to keep on glowing. Whether you like it or not, you can get angry as much as you want. And if you want to fight, I'm going to fight you in an enlightened way. Okay. And that's what I feel like this is. But definitely the title of this is Game On. They're angry, period. And my screen just went dark. So I'm not going to worry about saying the rest because you can read it in the title. Okay. Y'all be sure to like the video, subscribe. If the reading is resonating, put a purple heart in the comments. Spam it up with the purple hearts. I want to see those purple hearts, you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you want to get collective readings that don't center around necessarily love or relationships, check out the NutCase Network. That is another channel that I have for collective readings. Also, if you are a Pisces, be sure to check out Pisces Network. And there's a lot of good messages there for you guys as well. But let's go ahead and see guardian angels, archangels. Hold on. I gotta stop. Hope. I haven't given up on us yet. And some of y'all are like, well, maybe you should. Interesting. So somebody just will not let you go. They refuse to let you go. They don't want to give up on whatever energy that they've been feeding off of you. They don't want to give up on being able to access that energy. So they're just going to be the type of person who just doesn't know when to stop. They don't know when to quit. They can't read a room. They can't take a hint. Some of you need to be poets, or you're very lyrical with whatever you say. Like, I keep rhyming for whatever reason. So you may be poets, songwriters, singers. You just may be very methodical with the way that you speak. All right. But if you need to take a moment to like cleanse your energy before you watch this reading, whatever you feel like you need to do, go with what you know, follow your intuition. Any messages that you see in the cards that I don't speak of, or if you see it a different way, that is totally fine. Okay. Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. I feel like they do this all the time. This is somebody who sabotages good things, or they sabotage good connections or relationships because they see you evolving, or they see people around them evolving as like a dig or an insult, when in reality it's just a prompt from spirit for them to grow and do better themselves. I feel like somebody resents you for maturing. Like, they really resent you for growing up, because that means you have surpassed them, or it means that you're no longer at the same level as them. Okay. Yeah, mend. I want to fix our connection. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. Yeah, they're just daydreaming. This person is like full of a bunch of wishes and hopes and dreams, but they don't ever take any action. And then when they don't take any action, it's like they turn around and resent people for taking action where they were too cowardly or sensitive to do so. They were too sensitive about whatever their trauma was that they couldn't let it go, or something like that. I don't know, honey. I ain't got no... Listen, I don't have no loyalty to this person, and I feel like neither do you. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, Father, Mother, God, for the collective. Yeah, dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. Yeah. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, Father, Mother, God, for the collective. Because they want you to know to watch out for this person, to watch out for this type of energy in anybody that you meet. Anybody who feels threatened or challenged by your growth, you need to keep them as far away from you as possible, even if it's subtle, okay? What are the messages for the collective spirit when it comes to these situations? Yeah, broken. I feel shattered about this situation. Yeah. So you definitely broke somebody. But you didn't break them. They broke themselves. They just blame you for that. But I also feel like you really did. Like, because you were the catalyst to this person either changing or not changing. And the fact that they chose not to change, it's like you were the reason that they are broken or something like that. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. And unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Yeah. I feel like you weren't happy with the way things were going. And they're fearful that it's too late to make amends, and it's because you're probably giving off that energy. It probably is, and that's what's making them feel broken, is they know they can never have you back. They know they will never have access to you the way that they once did. This is crazy. What else for the collective? Yep, that card came back out. Habits. And it says, I don't know if we will ever change. That's what they're fearing. They're fearing that things will never change between the two of you. Shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. I'm trying to tell you, did I not speak what it is? Okay. And then soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Ooh. So y'all got some type of past life connection with this person. This person always does this. That's why the I don't even want to say the energy. It's like, that's why their reaction is so strong right now. It's because they continuously have done this lifetime after lifetime, and you've tried. I feel like this is the final straw. Like, in any reality, in any vibration, in any type of capacity that you guys can have a connection, you are finally closing the door on this person, like in an ethereal way, to where they will not, after this lifetime, be able to connect with you in the way that they've been able to connect with you. So that's a victory for you. Pat yourself on the back. You did what you need to do. Now your soul is officially released from this situation. And I feel that you gave them one last chance when you incarnated and they incarnated, and you told that motherfucker, this is the last time I'm going to give you a chance to do what's right. And they still fucked it up. I told you this. You make this person see how unsuccessful that they've been with evolving their soul to the next level. Okay. All right. Because it's just deeper than relationships and you know, it's deeper than this physical reality. Okay. At least it is for you in this situation with this person, if you're resonating with this reading. Okay. What else for the collective spirit? What else in this situation? Destiny. Yeah, it's not meant to be. I even feel like spirit, God, source, whoever you pray to, your soul family, your spirit team, your guardian angels, they're basically saying, okay, let me tell y'all what happened. You gave this person another chance. Spirit was already like, Spirit, what's that song where she be like, and it's some, and they was like, no. It's not giving what it needs to be given. And you was like, no. I want to try. I want this person to be the best person they can be, because they was probably begging you and pleading with you in the astral plane before you incarnated to give them another chance. The spirit was like, well, I don't think you should really do that, but it's your choice. You know, do what you feel like you need to do. And because of maybe, I feel that there was a lifetime where this person got really close and maybe you were pulled away from them too soon. It felt like maybe they passed early, or you passed early, or they felt like, you may have felt like they didn't get a fair shot in one of those lifetimes. And they maybe was the one like right before this one where they were real close. Spirit was like, look, everything happened for a reason. I don't think you should give them another chance. And he was like, but they got pulled away, or I got pulled away, and I just want to give them another chance. And they was like, okay, do your thing. Now I feel like your soul is realizing that whatever the situation is, it's not meant to be. And it says, I'm struggling to find the right path. Sorry, retrograde is making me struggle talking and reading. Okay. But yeah, destiny, it's like you realize that this is not your destiny because this person just cannot get it right. They just cannot get it right. They just cannot break these bad habits. It's like for whatever reason, they just cannot get it together. And it's prevalent. It's obvious, okay? Irreplaceable. To the left, everything you own in the box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, then please don't touch. You keep talking that mess, that's fine. Y'all kept singing, didn't you? The way you love can never be matched. And then it says escape. I left when things got hard. That's what this person always does. That's what they always do. They abandon you when the going gets tough. The tough get going, but that means they get to working. When the going gets tough with this person, that means they get to running. They run away from hard things because it's not easy to break through whatever challenges that you may face to make your soul evolve to another level. But you have loved them throughout all of their negative, nasty, trifling ass behavior. And I feel like it was on a spiritual level. And now they are officially at rock bottom. Damn. I need to remember that for the thumbnail. Because that's what I feel. Let me write that down, y'all. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe while I do this. Un momento, por favor. Take a moment. Because I feel like this person has officially hit a rock bottom stage. And that's crazy because it seems like you were the only thing that was holding this person up off the cliff from falling and hitting this rock bottom stage. You were the only person, the only soul who actually had their back. Like, I mean, I'm not saying this person doesn't have a spirit team that's trying to support them. But even for me or you or anyone else who's going through a healing journey, if you don't listen to the guidance that you've been given, I mean, that's when they do leave you. Because you need to sometimes hit rock bottom in order to see the truth of a situation. So I feel like this person's spirit team is even tired of them. They really ain't got nobody but you. And they did not appreciate it, and they treated you in a bad way. And now they're angry at you because you the last person that was holding them up, and now you're not holding them up no more. But see, that's the problem. That's why they're not excelling. It's because they're projecting blame on other people when really they need to look in the mirror, okay? What else for the collective, Spirit? Ooh, soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. And we saw that. We saw that in that soul ties card. What else? Sunglasses. See what I'm saying? Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. This person, every time that y'all incarnate and you try to, you know, this person said, oh, have faith in me, believe in me. I'm going to change this time. I'm going to do something different. Even if that's what they're saying in real life. They never do. And they always blame it on you as if you were the reason. Oh, because collective did this, collective did that. No, you're trying to avoid yourself. That's what this person is doing. We have coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. And girl with a snake, empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Somebody was trying to come in, and it's like, I don't even think that when you were in the astral plane preparing for your incarnation, I don't even think that they were being real then. They just didn't want to, they wanted to prolong the inevitable. And it's just, it's not working anymore. It can't happen anymore. And I feel like now you finally realize that you cannot prevent this person from experiencing, look, and then being charmed is right here. That's crazy. I'm trying to put you under my spell. It's like you're no longer going to prevent this person from having to deal with whatever they need to deal with, which people call karma, but that's just what it is. Karma is just things that you have to learn from and deal with in order to ascend. And it's like, I think your soul finally sees that you're not going to continue to do that, and you can't continue to do that because it's only going to put you at a detriment. And I just think that's what you're doing with any person who, because I feel like we have several soulmates, several attachments, so to speak, if you want to call it that, connections with people, connections with other souls through the life experiences that we've had. And I just feel like you may be clearing out not just one person, but a lot of souls who have tried to attach themselves to you in this manner and avoid some type of karmic retribution. And it's not karmic in a bad way. It's just they've avoided doing the work, and they've tried to attach to you so they wouldn't have to do the work. And you're finally wiping your hands of the situation. And it's a lot of folks out here that's angry. So you need to be aware, because I feel like you may be fighting some spiritual battles, maybe in your sleep, or somebody may even be so angry as to want to fight you in real life. And you need to control yourself so you don't get put in that situation. What is the situation going on currently between the collective and this person? What is the situation going on currently? Leaving it open. Let's keep things open until we get to know each other better. This person knows you very well. They know you. They knew you when they met you. But this could be somebody who wants to keep like an open relationship. And they keep making promises about the future. But it's like I feel like somebody wants to fill your head up with some type of like illusions. Okay. What else is going on in this connection between the collective and this person? Drinking. Let's meet for drinks to loosen up the mood. No, I feel like they just want you to be kind of distracted. They could have a drinking issue, or they could always open up more when they have some type of alcohol in their system. And then they're embarrassed about it later, okay? What else is the energy of this connection between the collective and this person? Whatever. The date was okay. I mean, I don't mind going out again, but like, there's just no enthusiasm. I feel like there's no enthusiasm from you guys anymore. And I feel like you're unimpressed. You're unimpressed by these people. But they're... I feel like once you finally get to see who these people are, it's like they show you how much they don't really deserve you in a situation. So it's like, you may have been feeling recently as if you, because I feel like I know what this is. I feel like you guys are actually making the changes that you need to make in order to have a quality love experience in your life. And if you've been meeting a lot of people that you feel like are distracted, or you feel like they just want to have open relationships, or you feel like they're just not putting forth the effort that you know you deserve, you're starting to reject them and push that energy out of your life more quickly than you have in the past. Because of that, energetically, you are confirming to spirit that that is not what you want, which is bringing you closer to what it is that you really do want. But what they're saying is like, don't settle for what you don't want, because it's just going to create more of that in your life when that's not really what you want. What else is the energy of the connection between the collective and this person? Yeah, waiting. The awaited day finally arrives. I'm so happy to finally have this moment with you. Yeah, it's like, that's what it is. There's a lot of people waiting in line. But little do they know that they're going to end up being rejected, because they hold this same type of broken poverty mindset energy. And I feel like a lot of them were like, okay, give me a chance. And you're like, okay, this list of people gets a chance to meet me in this lifetime. And we'll see if you're telling the truth then. And I feel like that's the agreement that you made. And a lot of these people are proving to not be up to the task of being loyal, sticking with you, things like that. But that's okay. I'm not saying you have to wait until the next lifetime to get the true love that you really want. For some of you, that might be the case. It is what it is. Maybe this is a lifetime where you're supposed to focus on your money and your career. Just accept whatever spirit has for you and be excited for a surprise. But what I'm saying is, they had to get cleared out so that there's no questions, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and there's no situation where they can come back in and try to weasel their way into your life. Now, at the bottom, you have unconventional. It says, let's do something different instead of the first date cliches. Then you have chemistry. This chemistry is so strong, it's setting my mind on fire. Yeah, because this is how you make these people feel. I feel like you're not like the rest. Okay? Revealing heart. Even if people try to come and like tell you how they feel about situations, you'll know if it's real or if it's fake. But I feel like it's because your heart is very open. They are very attracted to that type of energy, but they can't reciprocate it. It's like they don't have the power to reciprocate that energy that you give off, and to give you what you deserve in return from whatever you're giving out. And I'm being drawn to this message. I just put this message up here earlier, and I'm going to share it with you guys. The lies I once believed about myself are finally proven wrong by my love, my power, and my strength. I love me. So maybe that's something that you need to tell yourself. That could be true as well. Like maybe you believed yourself at one point that this is all you deserved. And this could have been on a like subconscious level. And you're starting to finally see the love that you have for yourself, and the love that you show others gives you power and strength. And it helps to attract more of the love that you want around you. And the sooner that you stop accepting what you know you don't deserve, the sooner I feel like you're going to be brought closer to what it is that you deserve. Let's see. So Spirit, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, Father, Mother, God, for the collective. What can they expect coming towards them in the near future when it comes to love, relationships, romantic love, affection, chemistry, all these things that involve a loving relationship? What can they expect coming towards them when it comes to love relationships in the near future? Ooh, the sun. All right. Ooh. Yeah, so you're going to have a wake-up call. Judgment in the sun, Leo energy, Scorpio energy, possibly Cancer with the 3 of Cups. But there's going to be an emotional wake-up call. This is tied to your feelings. This is tied to your heart. This is tied to your emotions. And you're about to have a wake-up call about this. You're about to have some type of clarity that lightens the load. It's going to make you feel less heavy. And I feel like there's going to be a level of ascension that you achieve. There's something about equal reciprocity as well. It's like, I feel like you're finally going to recognize what is acceptable for you when it comes to someone coming towards you with equal energy. There is someone who wants to reconcile with you. This could be a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Cancer. And you may be very happy about this. I don't necessarily see any issues with this. What I see is you're either going to accept or reject this based on the energy that the person is bringing you and what they're willing to give in the situation. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. That's what's coming towards you. What's the sun? The Hangman. Yeah, I feel like this is like an activation possibly of your crown chakra. You're starting to realize why things may have been stuck in your love life. Yeah. And I feel like you're learning that the things that you've been through are not a punishment, but it's actually tools and keys to success that you can use as you move forward towards a more calm and less volatile love life. I'm just thinking, y'all. Hold on one second. Y'all hit the like button, you guys. Be sure to subscribe. It's like you're about to be learning. It's like you're about to stop and realize and be awakened to and like kind of smacked with this understanding of what you need and that it's okay to move forward. And that whatever you've been through that you've had to learn from is not a punishment, but it's actually like an advantage. Yeah, what's the sun with this Hangman? What else? The King of Cups. So Cancer or Pisces energy. I feel like a lot of you are finally going to accept your individuality, but also like being alone on a certain level. Yeah, the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Gemini energy. I feel like this is about what I just said. Removing things that you don't want from your life bring you closer to what you actually want. So you may have been enlightened to something either by me saying it, or this is something that I'm just picking up on from you that you're starting to understand personally. That's what I feel. So I feel like you're making wiser choices because you're starting to see people and things more clearly. I think a lot of you were getting into fucked up situations in love because you were accepting shit that was beneath you. Because there was a lack mentality, this poverty mindset. that you had kind of absorbed from these people who don't deserve you, or you've absorbed it from these people who you were trying to give chances to. Like, that's what spirit, that's why spirit, when you incarnated, they were like, all right, go ahead, give them another chance. We'll be on the other side waiting to see how that worked out for your ass, okay? And you were like, hey guys, don't be so negative. And it was coming from a pure place because you have a pure heart. But they wanted you to see, they were like, okay, but we're going to have to show you, you know, or this person is going to show you. And it's like they wanted you to really see that even in that preparation for your incarnation into this life, you were still accepting less than what you deserved. And that may have been a lesson that you have learned through your entire lifetime thus far when it comes to love and relationships. And I feel like you're kind of seeing that clearly now. It's like the light bulb is going off, bitch. And that's good, because I feel like it's bringing the timeline. It's like it's shortening the timeline for you to get what you really deserve and what you really want. A lot of you are starting to realize that you don't have a problem being alone. And it's not. Now, I'm not saying the bitter energy that some people have when they say, oh, I don't care about being alone. I'll be alone forever. And then they take everybody through hell that they meet because they claim that they're okay being alone, but really they're bitter and lonely. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real revelation that a lot of you guys are having, that you are okay being alone and realizing that you may be better off sometimes being alone than being with somebody who's beneath you. And understanding that it's no slight towards you, it's your protection. And being able to control your emotions and realize that you had to see something in order to have this understanding. It's like a maturity that I feel like a lot of you have gained. And it's also you enjoying life. Okay? There's also, I feel, someone who could be very much so stuck on your face. Like they saw your face, or your facial features could be something that has kind of been ingrained in someone's mind. And they can't get your face off of their mind. This is what they think about secretly, like they see your face when they close their eyes. Okay? That's what's coming towards you. Some of you could have a water sign, strong Cancer, Pisces, possibly Leo, maybe even Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Virgo. Coming towards you, and whatever sign I said earlier, okay? Because I forgot. All right. What's hidden that the collective needs to know in this situation? The title card. A new relationship that's coming towards you is going to be new. This is not with someone from the past. Now, I was going to say Scorpio too. That's what it was, because it was a judgment card. So Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, possibly Pisces, maybe even Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I don't really feel Aquarius, but whatever. They may want to reconcile with you because they can't get their face out of your... They can't get... Bitch. They can't get your face out of their mind. But what you don't see is that there's a new person coming towards you, possibly an Aries. Yeah. So I feel like the old person is a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces, possibly a Leo or a Gemini or a Libra. Maybe even Taurus or Virgo that could be coming towards you from the past to reconcile. And it's because they can't get your face out of their mind. But there's another person, possibly an Aries, Aquarius, another Gemini, or another Aquarius or whoever. But this is a new person. Yeah, Aquarius and Aries. Yeah, so there could be an Aquarius or an Aries, a new person coming towards you, who wants some type of relationship, but they're actually the one that you need to be focusing on. I would not go back to the past, y'all, but that's up to you, okay? Whoever this new person is hoping for a fresh start. They want to build something fresh. They may have just been through a breakup or some type of separation or a situation that collapsed. But they're very mature about it. It's like they're not bitter. They're not trying to get over someone else by getting up under you or getting on top of you. They're very mature about the situation. They actually want something real. And they're not out here playing around. They too old for that. Or they just are too mature for that. What's the title for what's hidden? Dang. 2 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. Yeah, and the Page of Wands. Yeah. Aries energy, Leo energy, possibly Sagittarius. I don't know if this 2 of Wands is reversed or not. But I'm going to leave it upright. I feel like this is a decision that you're going to have to make. You're going to have a choice. You don't know this. This is why it's hidden. You're going to have a choice between 2 different people. And there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try to compete for your attention. But only one is going to stand out to you. And it's going to be very clear. 5, 6, 7, 8 Wands. You're going to tell by the way that they communicate. If you can't bond with someone through communication, or if you don't feel connected to someone when they communicate with you, like you're going to tell if somebody's full of shit. You're going to be able to tell by the way that they talk if they're being genuine or if they're not. And there's going to be signs that other people are just trying to get your attention or have attention. Whatever this was in the past is trying to get you to return. They're trying to create some type of confusion or to prevent you from having the love that you really want. Because remember, in this ethereal plane, they don't want to lose you, but they already have. It's not meant to be. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, this Leo energy could be trying to compete with this Aries or Aquarius. I don't know. The Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, fucking Virgo, Taurus, Libra could be trying to compete with this Aries or Aquarius energy. What's the title card? The King of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to make the right decisions. Also, another sign for you on this new person that they're the right fit is like they make good financial decisions. They're not unstable. They may have their own business. They make good financial choices. They may actually be starting a new business or starting a new project after they've solidified something else. I feel like they're a Taurus, an Aries, or an Aquarius. But it doesn't really matter what sign. Yeah, 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like there's someone from your past that you don't want to reconcile with, that you don't even find attractive anymore, or somebody that it's like the chemistry may still be strong for them and that you may be ingrained in their mind. Your face may be ingrained in their mind. But I feel like you're just turned off from the situation because you already know that this person betrayed you. Whoever this new person is may not be looking for love, and you may not either, because you both could be trying to heal from just raggedy ass situations. I kind of want to clarify this a little bit. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, you guys. Don't be weird. Because if you don't and you keep watching, it's a little weird. All right. In this time that somebody has been alone, they've been stuck in life and they've been forced to realize what truly makes them happy. But that doesn't mean you should allow somebody who didn't see your worth to come back into your life. What's this King of Cups? Ooh, the Star reversed. The Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Strong Taurus energy. Maybe Virgo. Also Leo and Aquarius. Yeah, but I feel like this person is kind of like hopeless because they're starting to see this energy in you. Like whether you're masculine or feminine, they're either seeing that they could have been this way by being with you, or they're seeing that you are this person. What's the Star reversed? What's the Star reversed for this King of Cups? I feel like they've lost hope in a situation. Yeah, it's like they're struggling to heal. Snowflake over there snoring. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like somebody's starting to realize now that they should have appreciated you. With the Hermit and the Four of Cups reversed, somebody is realizing now that they should have appreciated you. And now they're trying to come out of whatever hiding that they've been in. But they ran. They ran when the going got tough. They ran. They didn't stick by your side. Seven of Swords and the Tower card. Yeah, because shit that they're stuck. Everything is blown up in their face. That's what this person is dealing with internally, emotionally. Everything is blown up in their face. And they're realizing the way that you could have benefited their life in this time of turmoil, which is a little bit selfish, and it indicates ulterior motives, which is that Seven of Swords. They're like, oh, wow, if I would have had Collective by my side, then maybe I would have avoided some of these problems. But that's just them wanting to use your energy. That's not them actually valuing you. They could even be feeling like the way that they treated you is why they're in this position. And they may feel like coming back is going to solve some type of problem. But that's just them using your energy again. What's the Hangman? Six of Wands. Yep. But it's because they're realizing that you're successful. Ooh. So they chose the 0 over the hero, pretty much. Knight of Cups and the Justice card. Yep. And they're also realizing that your feelings were real, that you were fair, that you were balanced, that you were the better choice. They're seeing now that you were the better choice, but it's because you're successful in some type of way. All right. What's the Six of Wands with this Hangman? Yeah. The Ten of Swords and the Fool. Dang. That's what they're saying. They like, dang. Fuck. They took a risk on betraying you because they assumed that you weren't going to get to where you are. So they took a risk on betraying you because they thought you were nobody. And then you turned into somebody. Star reverse. But they couldn't see. But that was the point. Spirit prevented them from being able to see because they were a user. Wow. The Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. Now they want to try to like come in now that you're successful and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that you were somebody who I could use for real. They're going to take some type of action to prevent. See, I accidentally slipped. I was going to say they're going to take some type of action to present an opportunity, but I accidentally said prevent. So they may be trying to block a blessing in some way. What's the Sun? The Eight of Swords. Yep. I'm telling you, they cannot get your face out of their mind. I'm telling you. Eight of Swords. Nine of Wands. They try to forget your face. But they can't help but be staring right at you. Like, they looking at you right now. In their mind. They feel like they always fuck things up. And I feel like that was a card that came out. It's like they always mess things up. They just know in their mind that you're not going to want to give them the time of day. And I feel like they're right. But be mindful, because I feel like this is somebody who may come back. And this is the one person who you may be like, oh, I give them a chance. I don't think so. Okay. Woo, Lord have mercy. This person is exhausting. You may feel tired. You may have to sleep for 3-4 days after you spend time with this person, especially if you've had intercourse with this person. Listen, just go back and think about it. Are you exhausted for 3 days after you be around this person? Their inconsistency. All right. What's the King of Pentacles over here? Two of Swords reversed. Like, the decision is going to be very clear. Or this is going to be the better choice. I feel like the decision has already been made. Maybe this is someone you're already with for some of you. And you may have someone coming back from the past trying to fuck up a good relationship. Don't do it. If you're single, this is going to be a more obvious choice. Yeah, Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. They're stable. They're more stable with the 2 fours. They could be 44. But it's going to be clear. This choice, they're going to be a better choice. And that's going to be clear because they've accomplished more. Or they celebrate you. Or they're just more stable. They've healed from a lot of relationships. And they see clearly. And you're going to know this because of like how they communicate with you. What's the Two of Swords with the King of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, more stable. And they're starting something. They're not afraid to start something new, or they're not afraid to put in the work. You're going to know that they're healing, or you're going to know that they had to heal from a difficult relationship, or they may have just gone through a breakup. But you're not going to feel drained by them. You're not going to feel like they're using you. They're going to communicate more maturely, and they're more positive. This person is negative with the Star card reversed. They don't appreciate the lessons that they've learned, or there's something about them that's negative. They don't appreciate others. They're just negative and pessimistic. And this person, even though they've been through the same type of struggles and tribulations, they're still positive. What's the Knight of Pentacles with this Two of Swords and King of Pentacles? The Five of Cups, see? Yeah. They've taken what they've learned from situations and they don't look at it from a skewed perspective. They look at it from like a more balanced perspective. This person uses their intuition. And they don't like, okay, with the High Priestess, you're going to sense that this person has been through a lot, but they may not talk a lot about it. They just may be more positive. I don't know. It's something about the way they communicate. I also feel like this person is private. They don't like, they don't mind showing their love or whatever you want to call it. But they're not going to be like telling everybody y'all's business. They're very private. They're very mature. Okay, what's the Two of Wands? They're the better choice. They're your justice. Okay, period. Yes, this person is coming in unexpectedly. For a lot of you guys, they're coming in unexpectedly. And they've been through similar situations as you with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. This person has probably been lied to, cheated on, betrayed. Even though they're probably like a better option, people look over them. They don't appreciate them. But they make good decisions and they would be a good choice for you. That's what you don't see. All right. Any advice for the collective in this situation? You're going to have to make a choice between two. And to me, the choice looks easy. But what I really feel, I really feel for a lot of you, it's not going to be as easy as what I'm presenting. It might be hard. But I think if you really are being real with yourself, you're going to know what the right choice is to make. Any advice for the collective in this situation or things they need to know? Anything else? Intuition. Yup, I'm telling you. Do not tell people about this new person. Don't be posting this. Just keep it private. Be mysterious when it comes to this person. Like, let them discover things about you. It's more fun. Don't just go in and tell them all about your life and everybody who hurt you. And that is going to turn them off. Excuse me. Yeah, let them discover the truth. There are going to be a lot of choices, but Spirit wants you to follow your intuition because at the end of the day, the choice is going to be clear. But it's not going to come without sacrifices. Whatever sacrifices that you may feel like you have to make are going to be nothing compared to what you receive when you actually get into it. Not saying make a sacrifice for the wrong motherfucker. I'm saying this person who is your justice, ultimately, they're worth whatever sacrifices that you may have to make. It may require you to move or relocate. It may require you to be understanding of their schedule and their business. It may require you to, kind of, revamp the way that you communicate yourself. It's going to require growth and it's going to require ascension. What's the High Priestess? Ooh, the Tower. I'm not going to take any of these main cards in reversal, y'all. So, yeah, it's like, but I feel like it's going to be a really strong, like, intuitive hit. Because I feel like a lot of y'all are asking, like, how are you going to know who this person is or whatever? You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it and it's going to be undeniable. Yeah, Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. There may even be a strong, like, physical attraction. But it's like, you're going to feel it. Because you're going to start seeing the future. Ooh, that's what it is. The future of your life is going to flash before your eyes with this. Like, the future of your life with this person is going to flash before your eyes. You're going to see it. And then I just heard, real love. I'm searching for real love. Someone to set my heart free, real love. Yeah. You're going to start seeing possibilities in your own life. Like, it's just going to be a flood. Okay? You listen, I said a flood. Put two and two together. What's the High Priestess? Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles. Yep. And then look, as we clarified justice, there's the Knight of Cups again with the Nine of Pentacles. I told y'all they're going to sneak up on your ass. Somebody is going to sneak up on your ass. Yep. They're coming towards you, though. But stand in your confidence. Be mysterious. Use your intuition. Don't be telling all your business. They're going to be dressed nice, too. Or you're going to be dressed nice. It's like both of y'all are going to have this, like, mutual attraction to each other. But yeah, the Six of Swords, they're coming towards you. They may be from a different city, state, or zip code. They may be traveling, or you may be traveling when you meet this person. I don't know. But you're being guided together. Your spirit guides are bringing both of y'all together because they are sick of what you've been dealing with whoever you've been dealing with it with. They're guiding you to meet this person. So you are going to meet this person. It's inevitable. But the way that you handle the situation when you meet this person is going to be indicative of how far the relationship is going to go. Okay? Some of y'all, it could be in Scorpio season next year. Some of y'all, it could be in Pisces season next year. So some of y'all may be on a timeline of like February, March. And some of y'all could be on a timeline of what? October, November. Maybe even September for some. All right. What's the Nine of Pentacles right here? Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah, the Six of Swords again and the World card. I feel like this could also be happening once you attain or achieve some type of financial success or like stability in your life. You're being guided towards this person because of your experience and the way that you've matured. So if you're not mature, or if you still harbor hostility or resentment, you might be on a later timeline. I'm just keeping it real. But the Six of Swords is here twice, so it's definitely you guys being guided together. This is indicative of you being confident, again, like I said earlier, being single and not in a bitter way, okay? What's the Ten of Pentacles with this Nine of Pentacles? The Moon. I also feel like there needs to be some type of mystery about how much money you make or what you have. This person may act as if they're broke at first, but they're not. If you're the type of person who's expecting somebody to buy you a bunch of stuff and you're expecting this person to like cough up a bunch of money. You know how social media tries to make you believe that people shouldn't be taking you on coffee dates? But look, the coffee cup card came out. So I'm just saying, you don't have to go with what I say. You don't have to believe what I believe. But I watched a very informative video about a woman whose husband did a lot to support her in more ways than just money, in emotional way. Like, he was there as a rock for her in every situation possibly imaginable, even the death of her mother and the death of his mother. He ended up buying a plot so they both could be together because their birthdays are a day after each other or whatever, and they could go see each other's mother. Like, it was a real deep situation. And their first date was a coffee date. So I'm not saying that everybody is equal. What I'm saying is, don't be superficial with this person. They're not very flashy, even though they could be. And I don't necessarily think this person is going to meet you when you're looking what you think may be your best. I feel like this person enjoys your natural state more. They're not, I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest with you. They're not someone who's going to enjoy like plastic surgery, a bunch of fake, you know, stuff. They want the real. Okay? That's just what I'm picking up. What's the Tower? Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Let's one more. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. I feel like you can expect this person to communicate with you in a way that's truthful. I'm telling you, the High Priestess again. I'm telling you, the way that this person talks to you is going to tell you everything you need to know about this person. I also feel like the more confident that you communicate with this person, the more chemistry that you guys are going to have. Just say what you feel called to say. Don't try to like anything like forced or I don't know who this person would be described as, but I don't even think the sign really matters. Anything forced or just fake, this person don't fool with that shit. Okay, 9 of Pentacles again. I saw the Tower again and the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like this person is coming towards you. And the more self-assured that you are, the better your outcome is going to be with this person. The more confident you are, the better your outcome is going to be with this person. Yeah, genuine interest. There's somebody who's going to be showing genuine interest in you, and there's somebody who's going to have ulterior motives. You're going to have to make a choice. But I feel like if your head is on straight and you got the right priorities and you really listen to what Spirit is trying to tell you, you're going to make the right choice. What else? Anything else the collective needs to know when it comes to this situation? Happiness and excitement. Be intentional. And genuine interest. Okay, period. Period. Let go of anything from the past. I'm telling you. Opportunist. Genuine interest says getting to know you better, intrigued by you, building a deeper connection. That intrigued by you, that's why Spirit says keep some fucking mystery. Stop telling everybody your goddamn business. Okay? Building a deeper connection, wanting to learn from you, respects your opinion. Be intentional about what you say. Don't sugarcoat things for this person. If you're opinionated, be opinionated. But be respectful, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be your best version of yourself. But you're not going to be able to fake that. So it's got to come from a genuine place, because they're going to be able to see. Just like if you're wise, you will be able to see. But Spirit is saying you have to let go of the opportunist in your life. People who are only there for personal gain, who are self-serving, taking advantage, and egocentric. You got somebody who's going to want to reconcile. And I'm going to repeat this again, because for some of y'all it might help. They are either a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, possibly Taurus, Libra, or Gemini. And you have someone new coming in who could be an Aries very strongly, maybe a Taurus as well. They could also be an Aquarius, another Gemini, another Libra, another Scorpio. It doesn't matter what sign. That's why you can't pay attention to this. You got to pay attention to your feelings in a mature way, to what they're giving. But whatever they're saying, whoever from the past that you may want to reconcile with, it's a no, baby. It's a strong no. Because it's not even worth it. Any time frames that are important when it comes to this reading for the collective. Can you show me a time frame that may be important, Spirit, when it comes to this reading? More than a year. That keeps coming out today. A long time. God dang. And sooner than expected. Ooh. So the new situation coming into the near future is going to happen before you expect it. Or it's going to happen sooner than you expect it. And it's an explosion. And there's the Tower. But it's based on your healing, your confidence, and what you expect. If your expectation is looking for the past to come back, the past is going to come back. But you may have been, like, I got this earlier for another reading. I can't remember if it was for Pisces or the NutCase Network, but you may have been, I keep getting this message with this card. You may have been waiting a long time, more than a year, for someone like this. I think there's a song, Someone Like This, Waiting for Someone Like This. I can't pinpoint it, but I'm hearing it. Talk about waiting a long time for something like this or someone like this. I don't know. But it's going to happen sooner than you expect. They ain't telling you when. But it's going to happen sooner than you expect. For some of you, maybe Pisces season, which is February or March. Some of you, it could be, I mean, it could be Aries season too because of the Tower. Like, that's kind of like Mars energy. But it could also be Scorpio season. So, like, anywhere from February, March, April to possibly, like, September, October, November next year. But, again, Spirit is like, it's up to you. It's up to free will. It's up to however they want it to unfold. Ooh. Let's see. Let's get a Pisces RS card for advice, you guys. What is the advice overall when it comes to this reading? You're going to have to release the past for good. Okay? What is the overall advice for the collective when it comes to this reading, Spirit? Clearly. What is the advice for the collective when it comes to this reading? Guidance. Follow the guidance. It's going to lead you to this person. Shadow self. And there's plenty of fish in the sea. I really get this strong message, you guys. Not to overlook someone just because of their appearance. Like, do not be superficial. Because then you're going to come off as this opportunist. They want you to let go of that type of energy. Because people are valuable. You're valuable just like other people coming towards you are valuable. And it's like they want you to see the error of this person's ways. Trying to come back after they fucked it up, and they want you to learn from other people and yourself. Because there are diamonds in the rough, but they don't necessarily come a dime a dozen. So your shadow self, because the way this person presents, I'm telling you, they're going to look broke. They might look scruffy. They might not look that put together. But when you investigate and you start to gain more information, you're going to start to see how much of a diamond that they truly are. And I feel like they will equally see that within you. So don't get big-headed, because I feel like you do have options. But it's like your ego and your shadow self and the devil on your shoulder may try to talk you out of it or like convince you out of it. And I feel like Spirit is really trying to guide you towards making the right choice. That's what I have, y'all. Be sure to like the video, subscribe. If the reading resonated, put a purple heart below. Spam it. I want to see them hearts. Okay? Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Be sure to go subscribe to my other channels, but subscribe to this one first. I will see you guys next time. And pretty much that's it. That's all. I love y'all. Bye.